Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and very happy birthday to the peddling pianist. Now that comes from all sorts of people, from his mum Naomi and his dad Stephen. First of all, Stephen is of course known to us under another name, and they both wanted to wish their son a very happy birthday, but so did Marty Sears, the great Marty Sears, and Viking Prime and others, wishing Stuart a very happy birthday. So we're delighted to have a look at different delights by the peddling pianist today, which is not only a fog-covered puzzle, but has a smiley robot face in the corner, perhaps, and is by the peddling pianist. So what better could we do today? I don't know if Simon has been scared off this one by the different lines, but I'm going to have an attempt at it, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, there have been some really interesting videos on the channel lately, and there are going to be more. So, very recently, I think it was posted on Tuesday, Simon put up his solve together with Dominic Stoleman, our competition winner of a really nice puzzle, and Dominic and Simon collaborated to solve that puzzle together, and many congratulations to Dominic for winning that prize. I'm not sure if I think solving with Simon is a prize, but Dominic treated it as though it was, which is gentlemanly. Now, then, was it yesterday, we recorded a video with Matt Parker off Stand Up Maths and Number File, you may know him from. Matt Parker of the Matt Parker Square. But Matt was, he had got hold of us through Jane Street, and who sponsor him and occasionally sponsor us as well. And they put us in touch and said they really wanted to facilitate a video because Matt was interested to know whether Sudoku people could solve a puzzle he'd come across in a mystery hunt. And we therefore did a collaboration together on Matt's puzzle. In fact, Matt helped. So do check it out. It's over an hour-long video. Well, you can't yet. It's going up, I think it's going up on Sunday. What's today? Today's Thursday. So a little bit of time to wait for that one. It'll be on the main channel though. Do have a look at that. Also, already on Patreon, we've got my hard crossword solved for the month, and all the solution videos to the last monthly reward, the April Foolery. Coming up on the 1st of May, we've got Oil and Water by Blobs, and we're really looking forward to bringing that to you. It's going to be pretty special. And after I've finished recording this video, I'm going to have an attempt at the American Crossword Puzzle Tournament final puzzle for this year, and whatever comes of that attempt will be up on Patreon tomorrow morning as well. So there is going to be loads going on. If watching me do an American crossword puzzle is quite good fun for a lot of people who are very good at American crossword puzzles and then less experienced when it comes to cryptics. With American puzzles, it's the other way around. My experience is relatively limited, so you can watch me struggle a bit more if you're good at those, and laugh at my suffering. But anyway, that'll be something in my future and in your future as well. So that's Patreon. There's all sorts of content on Patreon. There's a recent connections video as well. There's all of our apps, of course, featuring Line Sudoku and indeed Fog of War Sudoku. Oh, I hope that delivery lorry outside is not for me. And it also features Domino Sudoku too, which looks relevant today. That's one of our apps. So check those out. The Fog of War is great fun, and as you'll see from today's puzzle, I imagine. And of course, we've got some merch and SVEN'S SUDOKU PAD. They're all linked under the video. Loads of links there. But check out those videos, special videos on the channel last Tuesday, next Sunday, and tomorrow morning for Patreon, because I think they're all going to be very entertaining things, frankly. And I am going to crack on with this puzzle now. No, I'm going to do the rules first of all. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So 1 to 9 will go in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Some of the grid is covered in fog, and when we enter correct digits, it will uncover more clues. No pair of adjacent digits on a beige line, this is beige I believe, may have the same difference. For example, if a line has a 3 and a 5 next to each other, difference of 2, it may not also contain a 7 and a 9 next to each other, also difference of 2. Digits separated by an X sum to 10, digits separated by a black dot are in a 1 to 2 ratio. Not all possible X's, black dots or different lines are given, say the rules, and thank goodness for that, they say, and I couldn't agree more. Although, goodness knows what, if you had to absolutely put every possible difference line in, I don't know how covered the grid would be. It would be insane. Anyway, different difference lines, those are complicated. Let's give it a try. Let's get cracking. You can try on the link under the video. Now, we only get 4 cells revealed to us, but there is a black dot sequence within those. Now, that means there are 2 little families of black dot digits. One is the powers of 2 that go 1, 2, 4, 8. The other is the pair of 3, 6. Now, those families never mix with each other. They're like the Montagues and Capulets of domino Sudoku. And there are not 3 of them in the 3, 6 family. So this must be from the 1, 2, 4, 8 family. The middle digit is 2 or 4. And these digits are also from the same family. Now, on the X here and the X here, the digits available sum to 10 with the ones we've written in to row 2, column 1 and row 1, column 2. Let's put 9, 8, 6 and 2 as the possible digits. Okay, one of those is wrong. And I do this regularly. I write the 2 or the 4 in the middle of a set of 3 dots, but I don't note, and this is very important, that this run of digits must contain 2 and 4, which it must. It's either a 1, 2, 4 set or a 2, 4, 8 set. That's all it can be. And that will give you 2 or 4 in the middle, but it will ensure that 2 and 4 are used up. And they're used up in this box, so those digits can't be 2s. And they're on the X's, so the other side of the X can't be 8s. And now this is a 1, 2, 4 set, and we know that the 2 is in the middle, and that will clear some fog, I believe. Yes. Okay, so the other digits on the black dots are a 1, 4 pair, going with a 6, 9 pair. Now we're going to take, maybe it's not a happy robot anymore, maybe it's an antenna or something, but we're going to look at the differences. Now, I don't know which way round the 6, 9 and the 1, 4 go, but I do know that from 2 to 6 is a difference of 4. From 6 to 4 is a difference of 2. So we've used 2, 2 and 4 as differences. 2 to 9 is a difference of 7, and 9 to 1 is a difference of 8. So we've used, I can't do that on fingers, or could I? 2, 4, 7 and 8. So there are still plenty of differences I'm allowed. 9 is too big to be a difference, so 1, 3, 5 and 6. Let's consider the digits that could go here. We've used 2, 4, 7 and 8. So I can't put a 3 here because it would be next to a 1, and that would be a difference of 2. I can't put a 5 here because 5 to 1 would be a difference of 4, and we've already used that in 2, 6. 8, 4 would be another difference of 4, so I can't put 8 there, and that is a 7 in the corner. And it doesn't clear any fog, because this is ordinary fog. Right, the remaining digits in the box are 3, 5 and 8. I am noticing a new line here, but who knows what to do with that line. So let's look at this digit. We've had, I've forgotten already, 4, 2, 7 and 8, and now we've used up 6 and 3. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Remaining positive differences are 1, 5, 9, and this is a difference of either 1, 3 or 6, so it must be 1, and that's a 3, and that clears the fog, and it was right. Now we've had the difference of 1, so we've got 5, 9 is not a real difference. However, there is a difference that I haven't mentioned, and I mustn't forget. 0 as a possible. Once you get out of the box, I wasn't considering it up here because we were staying in the box, and therefore we couldn't repeat a digit. But once this line breaks out of the box, row and column, yes, you could repeat a digit. You rather think, given the pedaling pianist's form and past practice, that might well be a difference of 0, but it could be a difference of 5, making this an 8. Now we're going to have to consider this one. We've got another black dot sequence. And the middle digit has to be 2 or 4, but now we know it's 4 because that 2 has told us. So that 4 is going to fix a 1 here. Then I can use the X's and then use Sudoku rules. The 4 is going to be in the middle of a 2 and an 8. Do I know the order? No, but I know that that digit is a 3, and there is our 0 difference, just as predicted. That is the pedaling pianist's predilection, is to give us a surprise, like a difference of 0. Now, on this line, we've got 4 being different from 2 on one side and 8 on the other. Those are differences of 2 and 4. Now, if that was an 8, and it can be, then we have differences of 0 and 6. If it was a 5, we would have differences of 3 and 3. You see, 5 is exactly in the middle of 2, 8. So that's no good. So that is an 8, and there is another 0 difference somewhere here. That's now a 5. I still don't know which of these is 2 and which is 8. Now, we've got a new line, or we've got a little epsilon there that I don't want to get into. Let's get into this one, because there's an X. The X has got to have a low digit on it that is not 1, 2, or 4. So that is a 3, 7 pair. And now everything has to join to 3 and 7. By Sudoku, this is 1 or 6. That's nonsense. Sorry. No, it's true. 2, 8, 4, 3, 7 have gone in the box, and 5, 9. That is 1 or 6. This one is 1, 5, or 9, I think. 7, 4, 6, 2, 8, 3, 7. Yeah. Now, what's happening there? 3 and 7 versus 1 would be differences of 2 and 6. Versus 6. We can't have 5. Again, because it's right in the middle of 3 and 7 and would give differences of 2 in both cases. So the 5 in the box has to be here. Yes, okay, good. This is 1 or 6. The 9 in the box has to be here. And now we have differences of definitely 2 and 6. And this can't be a 1, or there would be a 1, 3 line. I don't know which one it would be, but we'd not only have a 9, 7 line, we'd also have a 1, 3 line. So that's a 6, and that's a 1. And as we carry on down here, we've got 5, 6, and 9 left to account for. Don't rule out 5 because of 5 there. But do rule it out because of the black dot. In fact, this is very clearly a 3, 6. I hadn't seen the black dot, if I'm honest. I've seen it now. Now I can rule out 5 from here because 6, 5 would obviously have the same difference of 6 as 6, 5. So that's a 9, this is a 5. Now we've got a long snake line. No, a long snake line forming. And the digits on it are from 2, 4, 7, 8. The 7 can't be on the black dot. So this is in the 1, 2, 4, 8 family. These are from 1, 2, 3, 8. That's just absolutely compulsive pencil marking. That's how to describe that. Now, how the heck am I going to... One of these two is a 7. So there is a 7 on the line, and I was going to say the 7 is touching 2 even digits. That's not necessarily true. In fact... I've just spotted this X. It's not a lot of use. It can't be a 1, 9 or a 3, 7 because of these digits. So it's 2 evens. I don't want to deal with this epsilon. It's frightening me. I haven't got that 2-8 pair. There's no way to resolve that yet. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this snake line. Right, 7 is in one of these two cells. If it's here, that's 5, 7, which is a difference of 2. Now, the other digits on the line can't be a 2, 4 pair then. So if that's 5, 7, one of these is an 8. This is not easy. I don't know what to do with that information. Okay, what if 7 is here? Maybe that's a problem. I mean, I don't think it is. There would always be a difference between an odd and an even number as far as there anyway. We would have 5 even, 7 even. And that would give us 3 differences, all of an odd nature. I can't do this in my head. Oh, let's note that one of these digits is a 4. That's quite interesting. So if 7 was there, there would definitely be a 3 difference. There would be a 7, 4 pair here. And then 5 couldn't connect to 2 or 8. So that digit would have to be 7 or 4. And if that was 7, this would have to be 4. Now, the alternative is that this is 7, and there's a difference of 2 there. Then this can't be a 2, 4 pair. It has to involve an 8. And then it doesn't involve a 2, so that would be an 8, 4 pair. I can't work this out. This is hard. I'm actually getting concerned that I'm not meant to be able to work this out at the moment. Oh, and I haven't thought about this digit, because the line carries on. Oh, I'm getting confused now. But all I know about this is it's not a 9 or a 3. I'm sorry, this is quite difficult. There's nowhere else to go. I mean, this is the beauty of fog, is you know you're in the right area, because nothing else is going to tell you anything. So one of these is a 7. Maybe I should have been able to rule it out of here. That was going to put a 4 here. Didn't I work that out, or was it the other way around? If that was a 7, there is a 7, 4, so that mustn't be 5, 2 or 5, 8. Yes, that was it. So the 7, 4 would have to be down here. That would be 2 or 8. We would have had differences of 3 and either 1 or 2. I don't know how to do it. Sorry, I don't know how to do this in my head. I kind of want to take notes. How do you do this? Is this blindingly obvious? Have I missed something somewhere? I don't know. I'm going to have to really think hard about this. If 7 was here, that's a 5, 7 pair. That's a difference of 2. Then that can't be a 2, 4 pair. 5, 7. I've just noticed these two can't be the same, or you'd have 2 of the same differences going on here. That's slightly interesting. Okay, I'm going to allege that this can't be a 1. If this was a 1, that would be a 2. With 8 there, you'd have 4 and 7 here. And that would either lead to a difference of 2 here with 2, 4 and a difference of 2 here with 5, 7. Not allowed. Or with a difference of 1, 2 here and 5, 4 here. So that's not a 1. Wow, that's hard. That's hard to do. One of these two is now a 4. I think that means this digit can't be a 4 because that would end up being a 4 and the two differences would be the same. So this is not a 4 in the middle. I wanted to say it's also not an 8, but I don't have that. It's not even necessarily true. I think it could well be an 8, in fact, now. That would be a 4, and that would be a 7. Okay, 8 seems to work. If this is a 2, that's a 4-8 pair, and they add up to a difference of 4. If this is a 2, this is definitely a 7. Okay, this can't be a 2. This is my next allegation. If this is a 2, that's an 8. This is 4 and that's 7. And now you've got 2, 4 and 5, 7 on the same line, both with differences of 2. So that is not a 2. This is now 7 or 8. And one of these two is a 7. So if that's 8, this is 7. We've got differences of 1 and 2 down here. This becomes, or that becomes a 2. This becomes a 4. And that becomes a 4-2 pair. So this can't be 8 because 7-5 would be there and 4-2 would be here. Wow, that is really hard. So that's a 7. Oh, it cleared some fog. And the snake goes on. It goes on all the way to here. Oh, well, I mean, we're going to run out of differences soon. So one of these is a 7-4 difference worth 3. If that's down here, we've got 3 and 1. Oh, this can't be 5-2 because there is a set. It can't be 5-2 or 5-8 because they're both differences of 3, and 7-4 is going to be our difference of 3. So that's a 4. Aha. This is not a 4. I think this now has to be a 4 because of the black dot. Oh, it didn't clear fog. That's because I was in the wrong mode. When I put the bright 4 in, it does. That's not a 4, that's not a 6. Okay. Oh, what a relief to actually get going. Now, we've had a difference of 1, so this can't be 8, 7. So that's a 2. There we go. It's so clever, this. So now this line, it's still going to be the big line for us. Differences of 1, 3, 5, and 2. Remember those for me. 1, 2, 3, 5. So we're allowed 4, 6, 7, and 8. In this gap here, it can't be more than 4. So that's an 8. It can't be 0 either in the same box. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a difference of 6 or 7. And this is at least a difference of 6. This is better than a German whisper. This is 7, 8, or 9. Can't be 8 by Sudoku. Now we've got an X that can't be 4, 6, or 2, 8. So it's the opposite of this. It's definitely odd digits. And 9 and 7 are looking at that cell. So this is 7 or 9. That's 1 or 3. This is a pair that's still not helping this epsilon, I don't think. Oh, 8 is looking at that cell. I tell you what, there's a 9-7 pair in this column. Can't be in any of those pencil marked digits, or there, which both have 9-7. So that's up here. That's 1, 2, 5, 2, 5, or 6 up there. Still not helping the epsilon. So can I do something here? 5 by Sudoku has to be in one of those cells. That doesn't do much for... doesn't even necessarily put it on the epsilon. 5 is going to provide a difference either of 4 if that's a 9-1 pair, or of 2 if it's a 7-3 pair. It doesn't actually matter which cell the 5 is in. That's That's slightly strange. I don't know. There's nowhere to go for the next step. What am I missing here? We've used 4, 8, 7 and 9 in the box. So everything remaining is from 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. This is useless pencil marking, I think. One of those two is a 6, but I don't know if they're joined on a line or not. Okay, the difference between these two X digits is either, it's either 4 or 8. If the difference is 4, well, okay, somewhere on this line there is a difference of 4. It's not that exciting a conclusion, but it's either 7, 3 there, or 5, 9 here, or 5, 1 there. I'm wondering, is there something telling me that this has to be even? Because this is definitely odd. So we've got a difference between odd and odd, which must be even there, and the same here. If this was also a difference between odd and odd, they would have to be 3 different even differences. No, there is scope for that to exist. I don't think that's it. Oh, what about if this is a 1, then we've had a difference of 7. Didn't we have a difference of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 along this bit of the line? So these differences have to be more than 5, but not the same as each other. Oh, this can't be 8. I've got a 1, 3 pair in this row. I don't know, does that do anything? 2, 5 or 6 here. I don't know. What are the possible differences here? We're not allowed 2, 7. Because we've had a 5, we've had a 2, 7 there. Oh, if this was 9, 1, that would be 2, 7. Oh, how can I not see that? That's so interesting. I mean, it's really gettable, but it's also missable. If this was 9, 1 on this X, which is one of the two possibilities, that would fix both of these as 2 and 7. And we've already had a 2, 7 pair on the line. So we actually know this is 7 and 3. I mean, I didn't, but I do now. That's now a 9. I don't think that resolves what this digit is. It's going to give us differences of 7 and 8 or 6 and 7, and they're both fine. So I don't get to find out what that is. However, I do get to find out what this is. And surely on this line, I've got a difference of 4. And I've got a difference of 2, depending where the 5 is. Now, I think that means that the other digit maybe can't be odd. If we put the 5 here, that would be a 1. Yeah, that's no good. If this was the 5 in the box, that would be a 1, and the difference between 1 and 5 is the same as the difference between 7 and 3. So this is not the 5. The 5 is here. And we've got a difference of 2 and a difference of 4, and then 2 odd differences to come, which will be 1 and 3 in some order, and that doesn't tell me what that is. This is not 3 now. The epsilon has expanded, and I'm still pretty scared about going there. Oh, hang on, there's a 6 in one of those cells. So 6 is in one of those two in box 5. Oh, I've got this 7-9 pair going on again. 7, 9 are in those two. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, this can't be an 8 now, because it would be in between 7 and 9 and give differences of 1 to both. It's a thrilling discovery, isn't it? No, not for you. Okay. Not for me either. 8, I guess, is in one of those 2 cells in the box. Since I marked 6s, I might as well mark 8s. Okay, I'm going to have to look at this line. Now, there is a triangle bit of it, and then it carries on. And this is an X. Now, that's the important thing. Digits available in row 8 are 2, 4, 5, and 6. This can't be a 5 on the X. So this is 8, 6, or 4. Well, it's not 4. We've had a 4 in the row. So that's not 6. So this is 1, 2, or 6. How am I going to figure out this triangle, and do I need this offshoot of it? The difference here is either 2 or 6 between those X candidates. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is like the weirdest Y-wing. Whatever this digit is, one of these 2 is a 6. I think that's definitely right. And I'll explain it. If that is a 2, that is a 6 by Sudoku. If that is a 4, the X makes this a 6. So one of these 2 is a 6. At least. Might be both. But in either case, this can't be a 6. And now we've got a 1, 2 pair in this box, and that is a 6. And that clears a bit of fog and gives us another little line connection. And that's probably going to help. Or is it? These are from 3, 6, 7, 8 and include a 7. I'm desperately trying to get the rest done by Sudoku and not making it. Okay, so let's come back to considering this. Now, if that was a 2, these would all be even digits. I don't think it would help. Let's not start with what this is. Let's start with these 2. If that's a 4 and that's a 6, then we've got a 2 difference. Then this can't be a 2 because 4, 2 would be another 2 difference. So if that's 4, 6, this is a 1. The differences we have are 2, 3, and 5. This couldn't be a 2 or a 5. Oh, it couldn't be anything. Right, that works. So if this was 4, 6, what did I say this had to be? It couldn't be a 2 because there'd be two differences. So this would be 4, 6, 1. The differences on this triangle would be 2, 3, and 5. But we'd have a 4 in that cell. And think about this connection. You're not allowed a difference of 2 or 1. Hang on. You are allowed a difference of 1. What am I talking about? Four, 6, and 1 are differences of 2, 3, and 5. Okay. It still fails, but not for the reason I thought. You couldn't have a 2 here because you'd have another 4, 2 pair. Sorry, you'd have another difference of 2, just like that 4, 6. You couldn't have a 4 here because you'd have a 4 here. That's Sudoku. If you had a 5 here, this would go 4, 5, 6, which would be 2 differences of 1 on the same triangle. So that cannot be a 4. That's quite complicated again. It's wonderful that the pianist has this puzzle moving around in this way. I mean, it's so clever. I just can't tell you how clever it is for somebody to make this. That 8 has put a 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. And we have either differences of 0, no, that can't be another 2 because you'd have 2, 8, 2 links, both with a difference of 6. So that's a 1. Sorry, this was probably already resolved somehow. I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, now on this triangle we've got differences of 1, 7, and 6. Oh, we can't have 5 again here because it's in the middle of 2 and 8. As soon as that was an X, this could never be a 5 once we had this shape. I didn't realise that, but the difference from 5 to either side of the X would always be the same. Anyway, here we are now. We didn't really clear anything. I'm despairing a bit of taking that information north. So maybe I'm going to have to deal with this Measly epsilon. Oh no, look, I've got a 2 there. So that's a 6, that's a 4. That's going to clear almost no information. But in this box, I now know where 8 goes, because we worked out it couldn't be there on the epsilon. So 8 is there. It's not an epsilon. I don't know what sort of diamond that is. A sort of double inverted pyramid. Anyway, 8, 7, 9, 5, 6, 1. That's a naked 3. Oh, there's another of those double inverted pyramids. 3, 2, 4. I'm just trying to avoid thinking about the different differences lines, because they're messing with my head a bit at the moment. Now that digit can't be 2. So this is the 2 in the box. That's the sort of information we want. So we've definitely got differences of 6, 5 and 7. Well, I can't make this a 1 because we would get another 6. I can't make it a 3 because we would get another 6 together with the 9. I can't make it a 4 because we would get a 4-9 difference to go with the 2-7 difference. So that's a 5. That is pretty. There's going to be a 5 in one of those 2 cells. I mean, I'm finished with this double inverted pyramid now. I don't know what I'm calling that shape. I mean, I'm sure I'm talking nonsense. I can do this cell. That's a 5. 5, 7, 9, 2, 3, 4. 1, 6, 8. That's a 1. Right, so let's have a think here now. 2, 3, 4. If they go with 6, that's differences of 4, 3 and 2. Just putting in the candidates there. If it's an 8, that's differences of 4, 5 and 6. Oh, this is going to be hard to work out. Can I get there another way? We're selecting here from 1, 6, 7, 9. This is a 3, 4 pair. I can write them in. I've got a bit more triangle there. 4, 4. One of these is a 4. That's not a 3. Oh, I'm trying to cheat my way to not having to work out this double inverted pyramid here. Now I'm going to have to do it. Okay. I have a feeling that the middly digits here aren't going to work. If this was a 6, that would be 8. One of these would be 8, 4, and one of these would be 6, 2, and they have the same difference. So no, not a 6. If it was a 7, one of these would be 7, 4 with a difference of 3. And the other one would be 7, 2 with a difference of 5. Now over this side, you'd either have 6, 3 with a difference of 3 or 8, 3 with a difference of 5. So 7's not possible. Okay, I ruled out the middly digits. Now what about these extremes? 1 would have differences of 1, 2 and 3. And that would force this to be an 8 with differences of 4, 5 and 6. 9 would have differences of 7, 6 and 5, which would force this to be a 6 with differences of 4, 3 and 2. So unfortunately there are 2 Schrödinger possibilities of how that's going to work. And I'm going to have to do something better. I'm going to have to find out where 3 goes in box 3 maybe. One of those 2 cells. Okay, that's not enough. I'm going to have to look at this little pyramid as well. Oh, this is going to be so confusing. Now, by Sudoku, this digit is not 1, 3, 8, 4, 6, 2, 5, 7 or 9. The middly ones again might be a problem. If it was a 5, I don't know. There's nothing. Oh, but these are going to have to combine with each other as well. Oh, this is so confusing now. Oh, Stuart, why did you do it to me? Oh, 5. 5 has got ruled out of that cell. This is definitely a 5 by Sudoku. That's not bad. I can't blame you for that, Stuart, for me missing that. Right, now, 1 and 9 cannot be in these two cells. Because if they were, 5 would connect to both of them with a difference of 4. So one of those is not 1 or 9. This one in the row must be 9. So these are 1, 6, 7. And there's probably something else I have to make sure. 5 will definitely connect to 6, which is a difference of 1. So I think I have to keep 6 and 7 away from each other. I have to chaperone them with a 1 in the middle there. And now we will have differences on this triangle of 4, 1, 2, 5 and 6. How are there 4 differences, 5 differences? 4, 1 and 2, there are. 5 and 6, which is fine. Okay, good. That's become a 7. These are 2, 8, 9. That digit must be a 9. That is a naked single. So that's not a 9. That is also not a 1. 5, 1, 3, 9, 4. Now come on, Sudoku, to the rescue. Do something for me. 4, no, 9. 9 is in one of those two cells. And that makes this one a 1. And that's going to resolve what this is based on the work earlier. Let's just do the Sudoku arising first. That's 4 or 7 and that's 4 or 6. It's not a 3. So I've placed 3 and that's another 3 in the corner. Losing its religion again. Fantastic. Now, okay, I'm prepared to think about this. These differences are 1, 2 and 3 in some order. Therefore, we mustn't have 6, 3, which would be a difference of 3. It wasn't that complicated this time. It probably wasn't that complicated any of the times, but I have not found this an easy puzzle to get to grips with, if I'm honest, but I think we're there now. It's a very good puzzle. I mean, that much I do know. And what I also know is we have finished. But different delights. I mean, it does hit different when you do a puzzle by the pedaling pianist, and that is really good. Very happy birthday to you, the pedaling pianist, and thank you so much for gracing our channel with your works of art. Not quite sure what this work of art actually looks like in the end. Malfunctioning robot on the planet Venus, perhaps. But we'll be back with more Sudoku tomorrow, and as I say, don't forget Sunday for a video with Matt Parker, and tomorrow on Patreon for an American Crossword Puzzle Tournament video. See you then. Bye for now.